What's up, guys? Welcome to Bet the Day for May 31st. Hope everyone is doing well and hope everyone is ready to make some money. Got the people rolling in here on TikTok. Got the people rolling in here on YouTube. Sorry, guys, we had to delay the show a little bit today. I've been in the lab. I've been cooking up winners. If you can see here, this is not good. I burnt my head from the sun at the Indy 500. It's still not recovering, guys. But you know what? We're here. I don't look good. I look beat up, and I am beat up. We've been losing a lot of bets the past couple of days. But you know what? We will get back on track, people. Today is our day. What hockey series price is best? Hockey series price wise, overall, I personally think the Oilers will take the series. I do think they're a better team. I don't think they're being given as much credit as they deserve in this matchup. So I'm going to go with the Oilers tonight. I would go with the Oilers for the series. And obviously, you're going to get a much better series price there if you do go with Edmonton. So we got some comments rolling in here before the show. Even Chris Cardinale, let's effing go Rangers. They had a great game last night. I fell for the public narrative, and that public narrative was that the Carolina Hurricanes will get the job done at home. That was not the case, as we saw last night. An embarrassment for Carolina. The New York Rangers beat them up a little bit. Rangers versus Avalanche Stanley Cup Finals. See, Chris, I'm going to be on the Oilers. I think the Oilers get the job done overall. I think the series goes 7. It's going to be very, very good series. You can't count the Oilers out when you look at who they have. Obviously Nathan McKinnon and Cale Makar and all these great guys for Colorado, but at the same time, Edmonton has a team. They couldn't be here if they wasn't for the team. It's more than just a Connor McDavid team. So we got that. We'll talk about that series here in a minute. We'll talk about big game one tonight. Went harder this weekend and paid for it. What a weird weekend to bet baseball weekend. Baseball is wacky as shit. You know what? Yesterday, I'll say this. I was not in one bet I placed yesterday. I was not in a single bet. The day before, though, I was in every bet that I lost. So, it was a weird weekend of baseball. Underdogs came up, stepped up. Favorites collapsed a little bit. Totals were weird. It's just the way it is. Kathy Seville, how we doing? Good morning, Tanner. How we doing? Michael Mitchell, how we doing? Hey, good morning, Tanner. Chris Cardinale, not even close. You're on the Avs. Okay, well, we'll see. We will see. It should be a good one tonight. The Avs survived, I felt, in their last series a little bit. I didn't think they were as good. I think the Blues did a good job shutting down Nathan McKinnon. Got a lot of shots on goal. Really didn't capitalize, though. So, we will see what happens tonight here. It comes down to Mike Smith and Darcy Kumper. Whoever can get the job done there in the net, it's going to be a very good series. That's all I'll say. Did you have Rangers or Canes? I was on the Canes. I fell for the public narrative. I was on them. I thought they would win. I thought they would get the job done at home because that's what we've seen from them all series. Obviously, that was not the case. The Rangers really stepped up big and played very good hockey last night. Alex, come in here. Tanner will be back. Tanner is back. Tanner's back right now, Alex. We never left. We've only been gone a couple days, honestly. Figuratively, we want here every day, but from winning bets, we've only been gone a couple days. So today's the day we're gonna bounce back. Sharky, how we doing? Sharky. Orioles, Rays, Marlins, money line. I do like the Marlins today. Orioles and Rays. I would go against the Rays today. I think Orioles overall, they've been really good in some games. They've been really bad in others, so that's a tough one. Warriors game 1, easy cover. I can't wait for Thursday. That should be a lot of fun. I will probably go with the Warriors at 3.5 in that game. I think the Celtics will compete. It's probably just going to take them a little time to get going. Bet the Twins. I'm telling you. The Twins are juiced today, money-wise. So, guys, I get it. I'm not on here giving you guys heavy favorites either. You know what I'm saying? My guy doesn't do team totals. I do have team total. I have one team total today. But I'm not giving you guys heavy minus 500 favorites in baseball. I'm trying to find, straight bets that we can play, which makes it a little tougher. But, I'll bet the Twins, but if they're juiced, I'm not going to say I'm going to bet them. You know what I'm saying? John Brondo comes in, staying in the lab even longer for some winners. Appreciate it, man. Let's get it today. Our day. We've been working hard this morning. We'll see what we can do. Hopefully it happens, guys. It's going to turn eventually. It's going to turn. It's sports betting. It's up and down. We'll see what happens. JP, can't believe Rangers total over 5.5 was plus 550. Rangers and team total over 5.5. Well, the whole series went under, so that narrative was the under. Obviously came over in the end of the game. The Canes stepped up a little bit, got some goals. Morning, Tanner. How we doing? Matthew Veltman. How we doing? What's going on? We're ready to win some money today. Chris Cardinale, Tigers money line early. Let's effing go. I'm staying away from the early games. Yo, Tanner, sup, big dog. I'm back from my vacation. Das, how we doing? Das, it's good you missed the past couple days because you know that my vacation here has not been going very well. Went to the Indy 500, do some content and all that. And just hasn't been going well. I've been losing a lot in Indianapolis, so we're going to be in Illinois tonight. So hopefully we can get some games going. New name for Tanner is the Fade God. No, I'm not Fade God yet. I'm not Trent yet. Kev, sir, you rode with me yesterday. You should have faded me again once again there. But I don't think I'm Fade God just yet. I think Trent still deserves that title, and I love Trent. Obviously, his content's great, but a couple days, I don't think I get Fade God yet. But soon I'll get Fade God. No, it doesn't matter. People are still going to watch anyway because they can fade me. It's funny, guys, too. On my personal page last night, there's some really, not smart people, I will say, on this app. And I don't want to call anyone out. I don't want to say anything because I've been banned from TikTok so many freaking times. But I posted a video on my personal page last night. What's up, guys? I got a 500 unit max play guaranteed winner. Here it is. Fade me because I can't win a bet. And everyone's like, yo, what's the bet? What's the bet? What's the bet? You sound like somebody said Vegas Dave. You sound like Vegas Dave. Give it learn the unit size. Guys, it's a joke, people. It's a joke. Come on now. There's some not smart people. Oilers plus 1.5 in the over. So I was going to take plus 1.5 in that game. We're going to talk about this in a minute, but I'm going to go money line because plus 1.5 is so risky in the postseason, right? When you talk about goalies getting pulled and all that. So I'm just going to go Oilers. Just going to go Oilers straight up money line plus 155. See what we can do there. Still trying to pay off my McNasty Kentucky NCAA pick. There you go. I love McNasty. I love him. He had a great call last night with the Rangers. So I'll give him that. I had Tigers yesterday. Might ride with them again. I need to get my son some diapers. Jays versus White Sox. Nerfy. Don't hate that. I think Giolito has a really good day today. I'm struggling right now to get him some diapers. I'm struggling to buy buy myself clothes the way I've been in the past couple of days. Twins, Tanner. Okay, twins. People want the twins. Dude, I won all my USFL bets, made killing. Why are you not taking Dougie? Dude, you didn't give me any. You gave me one. Let's go. Big day. It's not rocket science. Receiver teacher. I hope you ride with me through the, you gave me that big stat yesterday. It was after an 0-5 day or whatever. I'm going to come back and win it all. It didn't happen yesterday. It was even worse. So we'll see what happens. But receiver teacher, I appreciate you riding with me. Do the Twins, Tanner. Blue Jays, Cardinals, money line, Yankees, Dodgers, Mets. Bro, I went to Sox game Friday. I was looking for you. Wanted to give you a lock. Oh, shit. I'm not going to be back in Boston till July. So I'll be back in July. If you guys are in Boston, if the Red Sox, let me know in July. I'm going to Dallas for the whole month of June, working out of the studio, 3-team parlay. Astros, Orioles almost got 10 alone yesterday. LO, but D-backs that under. If you had Red Sox under yesterday, it was painful. It was obviously a push there. The Orioles had the 10. And they had the three-run homer late. I don't watch the Red Sox every day now. I'm sick of their shit, honestly. But we'll see. We got some comments rolling in here on YouTube. Then we'll get into the show, guys. D-backs, Blue Jays. I want to see. Let me pull the book up too, so I'm ready to go. So I know what the lines we're talking about here and all that. Who's on the Twins today? Twins, Tigers, minus 142. Guys, that's just a little. I think minus 1.5 at plus 115 is a good spot there for the Twins today. Again, am I going to take it? I'm not ruining my day to start with the 1:00 baseball. I'm going to slide in late tonight. Just play the night games. You like Boston money line today? I do like Boston money line today. I like their team total better though. I'm going to go with that. Blue Jays run line. Blue Jays run line's a tough spot today. At home, plus 125, Guzman versus Giolito. Obviously, the White Sox don't hit the Ball, but at the same time, Blue Jays are at home, Blues that extra at bat. Twins, Tigers to the moon. There you go. Love it. Twins, Tigers to the moon. That's what you're playing early. Tigers, baby. So it's split. Twins versus Tigers. It's pretty split down the middle. Yeah, I'll do a rundown of all the MLB games. Again, guys, I'm very cold right now, so just keep that in mind. I have not won much the past couple of days. In the past 10 days, we've been 6-0 twice, though. But, the past 2 days have just been horrendous. Over plus the Tigers. Nerfy the first game of the day. Why not? Go for the Nerfy first game of the day. I'm not starting my day off with a loss though. 1:00, no matter what. I'm staying away from it. Just because I don't want to bet a 1:00 game. I want to focus on these night games. We've been in the lab a little extra time today. We're going with the night games. But before we get into the show, guys, give me a second. Let me get the announcements in here, people. Let me get the announcements. All right. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, please. Subscribe. Check it out. That's number one place to get our picks every single day. In addition to TikTok, if you're on YouTube watching, go over to TikTok. Follow us on TikTok. Our Bet the Day page going the moon. We got memes. We got picks. We got everything on there. So check it out. Website coming soon, guys. And we have merch in Discord. Join the Discord. Number one place to talk to me every single day. Okay. Number one place to talk to our community. We have some great sharps in there. So many people called the Rangers last night. So many people were like, hey, fade the public. Go with the Rangers. So make sure you join our Discord. Link is in the bio, guys. All right. Let's get to these YouTube questions here. Tanner, go to Al's Beef Original on Taylor Street. Al's Beef Original on Taylor Street. Is that in Chicago or is that in Indy? That Al's Beef Chicago, the original on Taylor. Okay, I'll look into that tonight. Only there at night, but I'll look into that. See, I want to get deep dish pizza. It's kind of my goal tonight. Hey, don't worry, I always fade your locks. Love that. I don't give locks. If you want a lock, go to Home Depot. Come on now. Twins are hurt. Correa out. Bucks now. I'm not playing the Twins game today. It's pretty split down the middle. But again, I don't think the Tigers at plus 120 is a bad spot. I don't think the Twins at minus 1.5 at plus 115 is a bad spot. It's going to be a toss-up game. So whatever you're on, go for it. Go to Lou Malnati's for deep dish. Yeah, that's what everyone's saying. So I'm looking forward to that. I think we're probably going to try to go there. Okay. So it's no secret, guys. It's no secret. We're going to do a little celebratory. We're going to do a little significant ceremony right now. It's no secret. I've won one bet in the past 2 days. I've been very, very, very bad. Okay. So we're going to baptize me in the name of the gambling gods right now. This is to clear the air. So get a little good mojo here going early. Red Sox over. I don't hate that. Let's go with it right now. We're going to give me a little baptism right now in the name of the gambling gods, people, right now. Let's pour the water all over the head. And let's go to work. It's our day, people. Don't forget it. Our freaking day. Got the water. One more baptism for the freaking moon. Let's go to work. All right. Gonna have wet hair for this show, but you know what? I look good. Anyways, let's get into it, guys. See the comments. Why are you still in Indianapolis? Just staying out here another extra day. Doing some stuff. Then we're going to Chicago tonight. Might go the Cubs tonight if you're in Chicago. Might not. Might just do content out there and then heading home. And then actually going out to Dallas and Nashville. So it'll be good. Good month of content. Giordano's, come on, it's not rocket science. It's never been rocket science. That's why I got the baptism going. It's our freaking day, people. Let's ride. Okay, I don't have the Astros. I don't have any of that. The water. I say water wrong. I do say ever since I've been a young kid, the water, everyone has made fun of me for how I say water or water. I don't pronounce it right. I have a speech impediment when it comes to the word water. So just keep that in mind. Alex got the laugh in there. Good for you, dude. It's our day. Let's go to work. We're going to start with the Oilers on the money line tonight. This is a risk bet. This is a, positive odds, but don't be fooled by plus 155. Okay. Please don't be fooled. This is not, and I'm going to say one other thing too. We're not talking about yesterday. Yesterday's done. We're not recapping yesterday. We baptized myself in the name of the gambling gods. It's a 5-0 day after that. We're not talking about yesterday. I'm done with yesterday. I don't want to talk about it. I'm a new better. This is my first bet today I've ever made. That's what we're starting with. Oilers money line plus 155 versus the Avs tonight. Obviously, a lot of people are on the Avalanche tonight. It makes sense. They are a very, very good hockey team, but don't count out the Oilers. Don't count out the Oilers by any means. Listen, they got to stop Nathan McKinnon, Mikko Rantanen, and then Cal McCarr, right? They're all fantastic, but the Oilers do have Connor McDavid, best player in the world. It's that simple, and on top of that, they have a very good team around him. Here's a quote from Nathan McKinnon. I hope you're ready for this right now. They're deeper than teams give them credit for. They wouldn't be where they are without full team effort. This team is more than Connor McDavid. Nathan McKinnon knows that, right? It's not going to be an easy night for Darcy to shut them down. He's giving out 2.54 goals per game, right? But overall, it's still going to be a tough night for him. This is a different attack than he's seen. I know they played each other regular season, but this is still going to be a solid attack by the Oilers. And on top of that, Mike Smith, he gets a lot of crap. He really does. But Mike Smith is not as bad of a goaltender as people say, right? In the playoffs here, he stopped 381 of 411 shots. That's a 927 save percentage, people. 927. That's pretty damn good in the postseason. He's had some games where he's been horrendous. But the thing about Mike Smith, it's not like he has the Dallas Stars offense in front of him. Okay, it's not like he has that. He can give up 3 to 4 goals and they can win a hockey game. He can give up 5 goals even and they can win a hockey game, which is crazy to say. But the thing about the Oilers and the thing about the Avalanche, no matter what side you're on tonight, just know that this game is not over. If a team goes like last night, I was watching the Rangers and the Hurricanes. I was like, oh shit, if the Rangers go up 3-0, this game is over. Now, it's not going to be ideal for either the Oilers or the Avalanche to fall behind from 3, but they can get in this game. I mean, we've seen it, right? We've seen 4 or 5 goals scored in a period with these teams, like nothing, like a blink of the eye. It's funny. You're checking the ESPN app. If I'm watching basketball or something earlier in the playoffs, I'll be scrolling through the ESPN app. I'll check scored 0-0. 5 minutes later, there's 4 goals scored because of the Avalanche and the Oilers, right? And the thing about the Avalanche is the one thing I'll say that the St. Louis Blues did very, very well is they limited Nathan McKinnon's production. He got a lot of shots on goal, but he didn't find the back of the net. And when the Avalanche are not scoring, they are very frustrated. They get very, very frustrated very quickly. You can see it in their style of play. They press a little too much. So if the Oilers can get up early and Mike Smith can have a decent night, Mike Smith's pretty old too, by the way. I give credit to the Blues all the time. The Blues, I just said there's no way the Blues can't get outshot by 40-something goals and win a hockey game. I give credit to the Blues. When the Blues kept it close, they got the job done. When they didn't keep it close, they didn't get the job done, right? The Oilers, I don't have that fear. The shots on goal battle should be pretty consistent tonight. It's probably going to be 35-40, and it's going to come down to what goaltender plays best. You want to bet on Darcy? You want to bet on Mike Smith? I don't care who, but I'm going to ride with Mike Smith tonight just because I think this team is under the radar. I think plus 155 is a lot of value there. There's a lot of value at plus 155. There's a lot more value at plus 155 than the Avs at minus 180. If you take them down to regular time in a three-way no push, it's like minus 120. I do like Syndergaard over 4.5 Ks today. I think he has a good day. But I stayed away from that game totally. I was going to bet the Angels. And at the same time, too, the plus money was great. It was awesome, but they haven't won in, 5-6 games, right? So I stayed away from it. Have a great day, my dude. Keep up the great work. Parlay family, I appreciate that. Hopefully we can get back on track today. Your comment on my video last night on my personal page was funny when you're like, dude, he's joking. Like, did you even watch the video? And I'm like, 500-unit max play, guaranteed winner. So, yeah, that was pretty funny. But I appreciate you guys. Appreciate everyone who's riding with me. Appreciate the everyone in just falling for the bet the day content, for the picks, guys. The best part about this is we do more than picks, right? We get picks, we lose the picks, we still have great content. So, so that's what we're going with tonight. I think there's a lot of value at plus 155. The Avalanche are minus 180. If you take them down to regular time, they're only minus 120. So it's like I think the Oilers are better than the credit that they're given. The Oilers are not at home; they're on the road tonight. But overall, guys, let's be real. I was watching Nasty. McNasty from Nasty Sports, right? Whatever, talking about the Rangers game. I was watching one of his videos yesterday. He's one of the only cappers that I like watch. And, I'm not saying I watch for the picks or whatever. I watch him because I love his content. I love his energy. I love his style. And, I think he's a very good gambling mind too. Like he was like, home ice doesn't really matter that much. This isn't football. This is like, yes, when things go wrong, when the momentum breaks, it's really tough. Obviously it gets very, very difficult, but it's not like football where you're trying to give signals. It's not like, it's not like even basketball, same thing. It's not like basketball where you're making shots. It's a little different. Like home ice is not the biggest thing in the world. A team can go on the road and still get the job done. So with that being said, like the home ice doesn't really scare me. I think the Avs are going to have a very, very good time in this playoff, or in this series, I should say, but don't count the Oilers out. And for the series price, for the value, sometimes we bet numbers, right? Like just because of a number at plus 155, when the Oilers have the ability to go in and win this hockey game tonight, I don't hate it. Haters be crazy on here, but you need them to go to the top. Yeah, keep it up. Damn right you do. And what's funny? The more, like, I've gotten more traction since starting to lose because I post these videos about me losing and people love it. People love it. People love the wins. You got to ride with it. That's all part of the gig, man. I can't believe the Red Sox lost 10-0 at home on Memorial Day, the Orioles series. Memorial Day. I don't know if Memorial Day had much to do with it. I just can't believe they lost 10-0. Carolina undefeated at home until Game 7 when it mattered. Yeah, guys, the Oilers haven't faced mobile defense fast and efficient. Listen, the Oilers have a great attack, right? They have one of the best hockey players in the world in Connor McDavid. They have a very good team around him. It's going to come down to one guy and Mike Smith and that defense, honestly. We can talk about how efficient, how mobile the Avalanche defense are, but the Blues gave it to them a little bit. The Blues put pucks on the net. I think the Blues have a better statistical offense than Edmonton, but when you look at Connor McDavid, he's so elusive. Leon Draisaitl next to him. It's going to be a good night, I think, for the Oilers. I think they put pucks on the net. The over is a little tough. I've seen a lot of questions coming in here. The overs are a little difficult in this game because it's 7. And again, both goaltenders can give up goals, but statistically they've been okay. I know Mike Smith gets a lot of crap, right? But like I said, he's been a 927 save percentage goalie in the postseason. Should have came to the Ocean Air Seafood Room in Indy. I'm the manager. Shit. Next time I'm out here. Next time I come every year for the race, pretty much doing content and stuff. So next year, if you're still watching me, if you haven't given up on me by then, next year, I will be out here. So yeah, that's what we're going with, guys. I like the Oilers. The total's too high. I'm going to stay away from it. Overall, I think I'd have to go over. But at the same time, too, I'm just going to ride Oilers money line plus 155 for the value. I don't have to put a full unit or a half unit on. I could put a half unit on it. I'm still going to win big, right? At plus 155 it cashes. So this is a little extra bet. The dogs have a lot of value in these hockey games. Even when the Oilers are at home, they will likely still be a dog at like plus 110, depending on the first couple games go. Yes, the Avs are good. They struggled with the Blues a little bit. I think the Oilers are going to be just fine in this series. I think they're going to compete. And it comes down to Mike Smith. And Mike Smith can play decent. They're going to be just fine. That's a bet. Love it. Love it. Yeah, Ocean Air. I'll be there next year. Next year I'm coming. Next year for the race. So yeah, over in the Avalanche. I think it's like one of these games where it's like, yesterday we were talking about the Cubs and we're talking about the Cubs and the White Sox. No, Cubs and Brewers yesterday. Cubs and Brewers. Okay, like it was a game where the total was at 10.5 that first game, or 11, right? It went over, but at the same time, I'm like, that's one I would want to stay away from. But if I had to pick a side, I would go over on it, if that makes sense. I think these offenses are too risky to go under on, even at 7, but it's one that I would probably stay away from. Blues had way better defense, though. Guys, I'm not saying that, though. I'm not saying the Blues gave them trouble, though. The Edmonton Oilers are very, very good. They would not be here if they weren't good. Okay. Connor McDavid's going to make a difference in this game. Leon Draisaitl, I think the defense steps up. And Mike Smith, guys, as bad as Mike Smith can be, he can be very good depending on the night. I can't combine Red Sox team total and money line. Yeah, it depends. I think it depends on the book, honestly. If you go in, like, if you try it on DraftKings, you might be able to, if you like click same game parlay and add a couple other legs in there, but I'm not totally sure on that. Over for Astros and A's. It's hard because the A's don't hit the baseball. Like, I've been high on the A's throughout this series. I just can't. I can't make that happen because I can't go over on a team like the A's that just, lay bricks. And Trevin FLD 78. Mike Smith, guys, listen. I know Mike Smith ain't the greatest goaltender in the world, but the stats don't lie. 927 in the postseason, 381 of 411 shots blocked. Come on now. He could blow up tonight. If he blows up, they're not going to win this game. But like I said, both offenses are explosive enough to score. Darcy is going to have trouble tonight with Edmonton. I guarantee it. They're both going to have trouble. That's why I see this game scoring, going to 7 goals, but it's one total that I want to stay away from. All right. Jays or White Sox? Sorry, you might have mentioned. No, I didn't talk Jays or White Sox yet. It's hard. Both, you got 2 really good pitchers going there. That's one where I'm going to go with the Jays probably just because their offense at home right now is cooking. The White Sox are not hitting the baseball. Lucas Giolito, very good pitcher, obviously, but sometimes doesn't deliver. I think he does get hit a little bit. I think it's a low scoring game. You might want to play the under depending on what it's at. Let's see. I want to see Robert Williams truck Kevin Looney or get a nice and one play. Robert Williams could be doing big things. We're going to talk about that tomorrow a little bit. We'll talk about it a lot on Thursday, obviously. Hopefully, like here's a comment from Parlay Family. If he can stay on the court, I would love to see that also. If he can stay on the court, that's a big question. Or what are we going to get out of Robert Williams? Tailing Red Sox team total over and Dodgers game over, confident for today. I mean, I feel good about those plays. I really do. I think I like the Red Sox play. I would say that's probably one of my favorite plays of the day. Overall, but at the same time too, it's they laid an egg yesterday. It's sports betting. We got to remember that. But I'm going to go with 7 of 10. They've been 7 of 10, and their past 10 games they've hit 7 times. So you got to love that. Rangers as for the Cup. People are high on the Avs. I'm going to take the guys. Series price wise, Oilers have much better value. I want to see how they play tonight. They will not roll over and die in the series. Calgary won their division too. Calgary was a good hockey team. Calgary is a very good hockey team. The A's are awful. I agree with that. Avalanche and over 5.5 plus 145. That's a pretty solid day. Okay, so let's keep going here. Your content pays for rooms at the Marriott, bro. Congrats, bro. I appreciate that. Run line for Dodgers. Hey, it wouldn't be here without you guys. Wouldn't be making any money without you guys. So I appreciate it all. Run line Dodgers, they ain't losing back-to-back for sure. Yeah, but guys, again, run line Dodgers is like minus 160. You're really gonna take a team, even if it's the Dodgers, to win by 2 runs today at minus 160? Like, that just really scares me. Oilers puck line at plus 320. There's a lot of value there. They're going to need him. Warriors will have Draymond and Looney Tunes. So Horford, take Green. Look for Horford to be big in the series. We're not talking about that much today, but Lightning over the Rangers. I think the Lightning do get back. I think they're the best team in the East. Isn't Reds pitcher though? Reds pitcher today is Luis Castillo, who's struggled a lot this year. And then their bullpen's horrendous. So if they can get 2-3 runs off Castillo, which he's given up in his past 5 starts, they're going to be just fine. Concern the bullpen, I believe. Luis Castillo isn't very good this year, at least. No batter on the A's, the 250 average. The A's are really bad. The A's are really, really bad. Okay, so we got Oilers money line there. Now let's get into baseball, guys. Celtics in 6. I love that. I would love to see them close it out and home. Any other questions, throw them in the chat. If not, we will move on to baseball here, and then we can always go back and talk about hockey. But again, if you like the Avalanche, I don't blame you. I just don't think there's a lot of value at minus 180. I don't think there's a lot of value in regular time minus 120, considering how explosive these offenses are, right? It's not worth it to me. The Oilers could go down 2 goals and they could come back in the third period, and then it goes to overtime and you don't hit the regular time bet. So Overall, I got to go Oilers money line tonight. Celtics in 6. We see that. I want to see the Rangers pack up Tampa Bay. I'm from New York, so I'm rooting for the Rangers. We don't want to see Tampa Bay again. And honestly, I think the champion is going to come out of the West. No matter what, no matter who advances in the East, I think the champion comes out of the West. I think it's going to be the Avalanche or the Oilers. Because honestly, if Mike Smith gets through this series and the Oilers get through this series, battle tested defensively, that's going to bring them together as a unit on defense. They're going to score. The Lightning looked really good in their last series, obviously against the Panthers, but the series before that against Toronto took them down the wire. Padres sold me so bad yesterday. We're going to go against the Padres today. Overall, the Padres had moments, they had spots, but I look at that score too. The Cardinals won 6-3. They had more moments to break the game open than the Padres did. The Padres were really never in that game. And it hurt to watch because they went up 1-0. Then you give up the home run. I forget who hit it. Nolan Gorman hit it, I think, early. And then it's just over. You ever try home run bets like the ones you posted? I do, guys. I mean, I put prop bets together, but just looking to get back on track, trying to get some wins with some straight bets. Prop home runs are great. I think those lottery tickets, like my advice as a sports bettor, just place a lottery ticket every day. Place a lottery ticket every day and see what happens. You never know. Like I placed a lottery ticket at the Indy 500. It was plus 23,000 odds. I hit 7 of 9 legs. If I would have hit it, it would have been, I put $5 on it and that would have went over 1,000 for me. So, you find these lottery ticket bets, you never know what can happen. So place a lottery ticket every day and, you win on your straight bets, you use that money, circulate it, put a percentage on the parlays. That's my take. Smith used Tampa goalie. Tampa would be the favorite. Tampa would be the favorite over Edmonton. I think Colorado would be the heavy favorite over Tampa, even though. But again, bookmakers might even out the score just because Tampa's been there, done that. Red Sox kind of went out sad yesterday. No runs. I heard happens to those in the MLB. Yeah, the Red Sox have scored over 7 runs or over 4 runs or 4.5 runs, I should say, in 7 of the past 10. So you got to trust the Red Sox to get the job done there. Tigers money line. We're pretty split between Tigers and Twins in this first game today. I haven't talked about it. I haven't looked at it really. I think the Twins is a decent spot today, but that's just me. Bounce back day T. Come on now. Love that golden tan kit. The tan, I should have wore a hat at the race because I got pretty red there. What do you think about Twins game versus Tigers? Everyone wants the 1:30 or 1:30 baseball game. All right, I'll look at the Twins versus Tigers. Let me give you this take, then we'll move into my baseball plays. This is not one of my baseball plays in any way whatsoever, guys. I'm not playing the 1:30 baseball game just to play it. I know we all love doing that. I can't blame you. I used to do it. I do it sometimes, but again, man, I got enough anxiety going through the day betting on these sports. So I can't do 110. I can't get the heart rate going too early today. Okay, Devin Smeltzer. 1-0, 104.81, 17.1 innings. It's going to be kind of like a bullpen game, I guess, for both teams. Smeltzer looks good, but again, the Twins are without a lot of players. They don't have Kepler's day-to-day, so he may or may not play. Correa's day-to-day. I think you got to see if the lineup cards have come out yet. The lineup cards should be out. I would look. If Correa's in the lineup, if Kepler's in the lineup, I would go with the Twins. I would. You look at what happened yesterday. Twins lost 7-5. It was a high-scoring game. I think over could be the play. But again, you look at these pitchers; they're very, very good. I know they don't have a huge workload, but they are good. So I'd say if Carlos Correa and Kepler play, he's on the IL. It says he's day-to-day on here. It says day-to-day. I have him as day-to-day. So if he's on did he come off the IL recently? He's still day-to-day. Correa has COVID. There you go. Okay, so COVID, he's day-to-day. It depends what you can get. If you don't get Correa today, that's a game I would stay away from totally, guys. In my opinion, if I had to give a pick, I'm going to go with the Twins in a bounce-back spot from yesterday. That's my play. But overall, I would stay away from it. Does Kepler have COVID too? Like you look at this Twins team, right? They're built around a Carlos Correa. So if they don't have Carlos Correa, that's a big, big loss to this team. Pitching wise, pretty even battle today. So just keep that in mind. All right. Avalanche over 5.5 at plus 145. That's a pretty solid play. Avalanche team total over 5.5. Yeah, I mean, it depends what you're going to get from Mike Smith. I mean, Mike Smith's electric. We'll see, but you might want to look at Edmonton's team total though, if that's what. So I imagine what it is. It's probably 4.5 and then 4.5 and then 3.5. Maybe for Edmonton's 3.5 tonight, possibly 4 and 4.5. So just look that up. Edmonton team total could be a decent one depending on what we get out of Darcy. All right, so let's get into baseball. Twins. Final thing I'm saying about that game. I'm not betting it, but I would go with Jersey here. Peace, Tanner. How we doing, David? I would go with the Twins personally. That's my take. But again, if Correa's not playing, that's a big loss to them. I'd probably stay away from it. I'm not betting the 1 o'clock baseball game today. I'm just going to focus on the late stuff, get some work done early, and then, really be locked in for these night games tonight, get some content done there. Okay, so Royals and Guardians. I like the Guardians on the money line today. They won yesterday, obviously. I think they do win again today. Guardians beat the Royals yesterday. They have starting pitching advantage in this game. Cal Quantrill is going to pitch for them 1-3. Not great there with a 3.42 and a 1.23 whip. He's going to throw against Daniel Lynch, 2-3 with a 3.92 and a 1.41 whip. So pretty similar stuff. Braid Point will be back for the Eastern Conference Finals. I mean, that helps. We're not even talking Eastern Conference Finals though. Right now, and we just talked the West today just because that game's there, but we will talk about that tomorrow. But that's a big advantage there. So that's what we're going with. Royals team ERA. Here's where I think the Guardians have the biggest advantages in the bullpen. Royals team ERA 5.02 with a 1.48 whip. Very, very, very bad. I'm not on Colorado tonight. I'm on Edmonton. Kepler's playing. Correa's out. I'd still go with the Twins then. If Kepler's playing, I'm going to go with the Twins. Baseball player props, we can look into that. Drop your questions in the comments, and I can get to what you need. But I don't have any on the list for today. So Royals team ERA 5.02 with the 1.48 whip. Guardians have a 3.84, 1.18 whip. This team scored 16 runs in their past 3 games. That's pretty impressive for the Guardians. I think they will be just fine. Oilers 3-way money line is plus 230. Avs 3-way money line. If you're going to go Avalanche tonight, you got to go 3-way in my opinion, or puck line. There's really no value straight up. You like the over. So we talked about this a little bit before, but it's one of those where if I had to play it, I would go over on it. But it's probably one that I would stay away from just because you don't know what you're going to get out of both goaltenders tonight. I need to see what the series looks like. Based on what we've seen throughout the playoffs, the first games are very, very high scoring, right? And they kind of tail back as we go with these kind of teams, right? They feel each other out. They make adjustments. But I'd probably go over, but it's one I would stay away from. Djokovic over Nadal. I don't know anything about tennis. Obviously, I know who those guys are, but not betting tennis, Matthew. But there's a lot of value in it. A lot of people do the waking cashes. A double up 3-team parlay for safe momentum towards end of show. You got it, Javi. You got it. Let me keep going here so we get through this. Make sure to place your bets before you head to Chi-Town. You can't place them in Illinois. Got legal betting, don't they? Illinois is legal, right? Illinois is definitely legal. Do you have to go register in person though, or something like that? Might stop at the sports, but they got some sports, but don't they have a sports book at Wrigley too? Let me know if you're from Chicago. Let me know. Drop the spots. Okay, so Padres versus Cardinals here. I'm going with the Cardinals on the money line. You like Tampa, even though New York Rangers 3-0, and then in their regular season. I haven't really looked at that game, honestly, but overall in that series, I would say Tampa. I think you got to go with the experience there. But again, you could also play it the other way and saying they've been there for the past 2 years, right? So, you might want to go with the new team. I got to look in that game more. I haven't placed any bets. I haven't looked into that game. I'm going to look tomorrow a little more. I was locked in on baseball day trying to find the best value. All right, so Padres versus Cardinals. Cardinals money line today. Blake Snell has been terrible this season. He only got 9 innings under his belt. He's 0-2 with a 6 ERA and then a 1.22 whip. Not very good. Only has 9 innings, but doesn't look like he has the ability to shove. Adam Wainwright's going to pitch for the Cardinals. He's 5-4 with a 3.12 and a 1.29, 500. Or 52.3 innings. He's only allowed 5 homers. So that's pretty impressive for Waino. When the Padres aren't hitting home runs, they tend to struggle manufacturing runs. They rely on the long ball a little bit. So I got to go with the Cardinals today. Their offense is superior. And on top of that, St. Louis has, had a lot of opportunities to score yesterday that they didn't capitalize on. That should have been more of like a 9-3 game than a 6-3 game. Cardinals have hit 47 homers compared to the Padres at 35. So if the Padres can't hit the long ball a day, if they can't manufacture runs, I do think the Cardinals get the job done. Minus 126, pretty decent juice. Wait, so yes, gambling's illegal there in all their casinos. Yes, they have a sports book in the casinos in Illinois. So Chicago, it's illegal in Chicago, but it's legal in Illinois. Is that what we're saying? Like in the Chicago area, it's illegal, but in Illinois, it's legal. Is that what we're saying? No, I did not do a rundown yet. Going to go with experience in the finals. I'm probably going to be on the Celtics more. Now the fandom's going to run through that. I'll tell you what, I will be on the Warriors tomorrow night or a Thursday night, most likely. I think opened at 3.5. I'm not sure what it is. I do think the Warriors cover that in game 1. And then as the Celtics, we've seen it with the Celtics. They take a little time to get going, obviously. Besides that Brooklyn Nets series, like you look at what they did against the Bucks. It took them a while. It took them 7 games to get going. It took them 7 games here, right? Because they fall apart sometimes. They're not as consistent as the Warriors, I would say. But we will talk about that, tomorrow and then Thursday. I want to get through baseball here. Hi, Tanner, my guy. How we doing? How we doing? Okay, so that's what Chicago is. I guess it's illegal in Chicago, but aren't they putting a sports book at Wrigley though? I thought they were putting a sports book at Wrigley. Or are they building it right now? I think I saw that because I used to do a lot of my last job. It was more of a writing job. I did a lot of like sports betting industry news. I remember reading that. I think they were looking into like putting like Chicago didn't fall under the Illinois laws or something like that. I don't know. They're trying. There we go. They're trying. Okay, so I better place my bets in Indiana before we head out. Bet Rivers is a suburb of Chicago. Okay, so if you're in the suburb, be just fine. All right. Twins, Detroit Nerf game one just locked in. I don't hate that. I think both pitchers are very good. Both offenses are not explosive. If I had to make a play, it might be that Nerfy bet. Quick 3-teamer. I'll get you a 3-teamer soon. We're getting a sports book in Wisconsin in the fall. Bet Rivers is trash. Yes, Bet Rivers is trash. Bet Rivers is by O'Hare. Okay, so I'm staying near O'Hare. So maybe we can place that, go to that sports book tonight. But anyways, okay. So we got Cardinals money line so far. We have Cardinals money line. Let me get through my plays, then we'll talk your plays, guys, and then we will we'll move on here. We'll end the show, and then we will move into winning some bets tonight and then get it going. I do like the Nerfy in the first game. I think that might be my bet, honestly. You ever go to the boat? I have not gone to the boat yet. Not gone to the boat. All right. Red Sox over 4.5 runs here. They laid an egg yesterday. People are still afraid of the Red Sox. I don't think people are giving the Red Sox as much credit as they deserve right now. They've been really, really good in the past few weeks. In the past 10 games, they've exceeded 4.5 runs 7 out of 10 times. They were shut out yesterday. What are you going to do? It happens. It's baseball, guys. But overall, you're getting production out of Kike. You're starting to get some production out of Bobby Dahlbeck. It was good. You're getting production out of Frenchie Cordero. And that big three, that core is always going to hit the baseball. So yeah, things are pretty good for the Red Sox right now. I'm not going to lie. Luis Castillo's on the mound. That name, Luis Castillo, someone was on here. I forget who the commenter was, but Luis Castillo, he's kind of got that reputation. He is a good pitcher. He's been very good over the course of his career, but I think that's starting to fade a little bit with the Reds. 1-2 right now with a 4.53 and a 1.11 whip over 20.2 innings. Now 1.1 whip, obviously pretty damn good. 4.53 ERA. I'd like to see what his ERA, this whatever the stat is, ERA, adjusted ERA for balls in play and hard hit balls and all that. I'd like to see what that is. But he has given up runs in 20 innings. The Red Sox are hitting 260 with a 317 OBP and 49 homers. And keep in mind, guys, those numbers are death walks batters. There you go. Those numbers, they just lost 3-5 to the Orioles. But what did they score? In the games they won, even one of the games they lost 12-8. What did they score? I'm not talking who's going to win this game. I'm staying away from that perspective. I'm just saying, are the Red Sox 4.5 runs? Because their team total during that hot streak was closer to like 5.5. It was even at 6 in a couple games, right? Because they were hitting so much. Now it's down to 4.5. I'm going to take advantage of that. I think that's a decent play. With the power on this team, you got to trust it. Red Sox hitting 260 with a 317 OBP, okay, and 49 home runs. 49 home runs. Now, keep in mind, guys, early in the season, they didn't hit the baseball at all, right? They didn't hit the baseball one bit. So these numbers, it's pretty impressive considering how bad they were early on. The Reds, as a pitching staff, the Reds have a 5.51 ERA with a 1.46 whip. They've walked 196 batters in 47 games. Okay, I got to take 4.5, the over. I can't take the under of 4.5. So I think they'll be just fine. They've been playing like a good team. If the Red Sox played like this all year, they'd be right up there in the front of the division with New York Yankees and the Blue Jays and the Rays and all that. They haven't. What they've done, the pitching's been really good, right? The pitching's been good consistently, and that's something we didn't expect. The offense has been, even better than we've expected in this past stretch, considering how bad they were early in the season. So I like the Red Sox team total today over 4.5 runs. If I had to pick a favorite bet, I like that one. And I know I've said the Red Sox my favorite bet the past few days, but I'm not taking them to win. I'm just taking them to hit the baseball. Coming off the egg yesterday, I think they're just fine today, especially against Luis Castillo. They can get 2 to 3 off Castillo, which is what he's been giving up, and then the bullpen comes in. I think they can get to the bullpen a little bit with Kike hitting, with Bobby hitting, with Frenchie Cordero hitting, with all these guys hitting that we really didn't expect much from. So we expected a lot from Kike. He's just starting to get hot, but overall, I don't hate this. Trevor Story, hottest player in baseball right now, and it could be. Okay, so Sox have been leaving a few too many base runners on base for me, but they're getting the base runners. That's the biggest thing. How are you going to break through, right? Yesterday was not a good example, but when you've gone over 4.5 and 7 in your past 10, you've got a lot of double-digit scoring in there. I got to ride with it for me, though. But again, guys, I'm cold as hell right now. It doesn't make sense. Cold as hell doesn't make sense. But, I'm so cold, it's not even funny. The past 2 days have not been very good for me. So tail at your own risk. I mean, take what I say with a grain of salt. I know there are a lot of people that follow me religiously. You might not want to right now, to be honest with you. But we did the baptism. The hair was wet this morning. We're feeling good, ready to go, ready to win some money. You got me looking right last week. I trust you. Yeah, last week. And guys, just keep in mind, I'm not placing these bets out of my ass here. I'm looking through and finding the stats that I like. Every bet that I've lost over the past 9 days, I've liked the numbers. So I got to trust it. You got to trust your system. And the system works most of the time. You just got to trust it. Okay, so then we'll go Pirates versus Dodgers over 8. There were 11 runs scored yesterday. The Dodgers have to do most of the work. In Discord, you're great. Love that. Appreciate it. The Dodgers have to do most of the work in this game. They're going to face Mitch Keller. 1-5 with a 6.05 ERA and a 1.58 WHIP. Now, Julio Urias is tremendous. He has given up 7 home runs, though. Even answer individually. I try to answer as many people as I can, guys. Sometimes I miss some stuff. I'm getting comments all over the place, but our Discord's great. I love our Discord. Great community there. Totally free, guys. So join it if you get the opportunity to. It's links in the bio. But yeah. Mitch Keller, 1-5 with a 6.05 ERA and a 1.58 WHIP. Julio Urias is tremendous. He does give up homers, so I'm banking on Pittsburgh to maybe go yard a little bit tonight. They've scored 25 runs in their past 5 games, so that's 5 average. If Pittsburgh can do 3 tonight, the Dodgers can probably do 6, and we can get this game over. Mitch Keller is one of those guys that you can take advantage of pretty easily. So I'm going to go with that. May Gusta De Niro taking out a loan and putting on Dodgers money line. Can't go wrong with Dodgers money line. Can't go wrong with Dodgers money line. The only thing is so juiced, though. It's like you got to lay 335 to win 100. The last time I checked. So that's what we're going with, guys. Pirates, Dodgers over 8. I'm riding with the Oilers today. Yeah, I think for the value, guys, Oilers isn't a bad bet at all. At plus 155. They're better than they're being given credit for. So I got to trust they can get the job done today. Connor McDavid, baby. Leon Draisaitl. Mike Smith, what are you going to get? This series is going to come down to the goaltenders. Who plays better, Darcy or Mike Smith? That's the winner because both offenses are very good. Since the Pirates beat the Dodgers yesterday, could that be the lock of the day? Yeah, guys, I'm not, like I said, though, I'm not going to give you a minus 335 lock, and I'm not going to give you a minus 162 run line bet. I mean, that's just way too juiced, in my opinion. Considering the Dodgers lost yesterday. Now, granted, Mitch Keller versus Julio Urias is a massive mismatch, but there's been games where I've seen Urias get into trouble. There's been games where I've seen him give up homers. I watch the Dodgers a lot, and I love Urias. I think he's a great pitcher, but there are some things that he doesn't do well. There's ways you can take advantage of him. So I'm hoping the Pirates can continue that 25 runs in their past 5 game streak, maybe score a few and get it done. Minus 1.5. I don't love run line. Run lines scare me in general, especially when a team's at home. Dodgers run line is obviously always a move, but for like minus 162, is it really worth it? I think better value on the board in other spots. I mean, think about it. How many games there are today? There's better value than taking a run line team at minus 162. It's tough to win by 2 runs. It's no matter who you are. It's Major League Baseball, right? It's tough to win by 2. Obviously, the Dodgers have one of the best lineups in baseball, but it's always tough to win by 2 runs. Red Sox minus 1.5 bounce back. I don't hate that. I think they do bounce back today. Luis Castillo's on the mound. Michael Walker's pitching for them. Walker's been sensational. I'm just not going to take them to win because if they do bounce back, they're going to hit their team total. I don't see them winning a 3-1 game. I don't see them winning a 3-2 game. I see them breaking it open off Castillo in the bullpen. The Reds give up runs. So I'm going to go with the team that's been hitting the baseball well for a team total. That's the Boston Red Sox. 7 out of 10 times they've gone over 4.5 runs. So you got to trust that they can do it today. As much as it pains me, guys, I mean, that was terrible to watch yesterday. Terrible to watch. But I think they get the job done. Castillo leaves some balls over the plate. They hang it, Red Sox bang it. You know what I'm saying? Come on now. Any other questions, comments from the chat here? A little bit of a quicker show. We didn't recap yesterday. Again, we're putting that behind us. We're moving on. We're on to the Promised Land today. Promised Land wins some money today. Follow us on TikTok. Make sure you subscribe, do all that. Someone wanted me to run down my baseball plays for today, all my straight money line bets. If you want to do like a lottery ticket parlay, I'm going to go with the Twins to start the day. Then I'm going to go Guardians. I like the Giants tonight in an upset spot at plus 116. I like the Angels in an upset spot. I think they get back. What's the lock of the day? Mega Max. You want to lock, go to Home Depot, but my favorite bet is the Red Sox over 4.5 runs or Guardians money line. I think both those look very well. Cardinals money line too. I like a lot of my plays. If I had to rank the plays that I feel best about, it's, Red Sox over on their team total, Guardians money line, Cardinals money line, Pirates Dodgers over 8, and then obviously hockey is last at plus 155. But for the value, you can't really beat plus 155. So you want to go a Mega Max play. Again, I don't get into that terminology that much, but I like Red Sox over 4.5. I like Guardians money line, Cardinals money line. So you can pick for that. Go to Home Depot. Tanner with the jokes. I say it every day, guys. Angels money line. I kind of like the Orioles and Orioles money line tonight. Then I'm going to go Blue Jays money line, Mets money line. Game 2, I don't have an opinion on Twins Tigers yet because I want to see what happens in Game 1. Obviously, like Red Sox money line tonight. Adam Wainwright and Cardinals money line there. Brewers versus Cubs. I think the Cubs can get them tonight. Especially after 2 losses yesterday. They hit the ball well, so I'll go Cubs money line there. This is going to be a big one because I got a lot of plus money bets on the board here. I like the Rangers tonight to beat the Rays, Marlins to beat the Rockies, Diamondbacks, and Braves here. I'm going to take the Braves to get the job done, take the Astros, and then the Dodgers. This is a big one. No, I don't have Yankees. I have the Angels tonight. This would be a big one. $1 on this would win 6,421 because there's a lot of underdogs on here. I think there's a lot of value on the underdogs. I'm against the Rays today. I'm going to go with the Texas Rangers. Rays aren't hitting the ball good enough. Being based in Boston, do you travel to Connecticut or Rhode Island to bet daily? So, I'm from Connecticut. I think Rhode Island's terrible, honestly. I'm from Connecticut, so I don't travel. I have people in Connecticut that place bets for me. My buddies, my father. So I just call bets into them more so I don't have to travel. Post all the chalkboard. We're on Discord, man. I don't know. I got to look into the chalkboard a little bit. I see a lot of betting people use it. I've never used it before. I've never seen it. I've never explored with it. So I feel like isn't it kind of like Discord? If it is, we're probably gonna stay in Discord, but because our community is growing in there. But I can look into chalkboard too. So Connecticut, I placed a bet. Discord's better than chalkboard. Discord in bio. Discord's in bio. Yeah. So go up, click the link in the bio. Discord invite should be in there. Got like 1,600 members in there. Celtics in 6. I love that. My best bet of the day. Like I said, guys, I like Red Sox over 4.5 team total. Cardinals money line, Guardians money line. Those are probably my 3 favorite on here. Pirates, Dodgers, I feel good about. And then Oilers money line plus 155. Definitely a stretch, but it's plus 155. I think it's good value there. Yeah, and Pat, let me know if you have any problems getting into it. You can just send me a message. Like if you ever have problems, guys, getting into the Discord, just send me a message on Instagram or Twitter, and I can send you guys the link. It's also in my personal link and all that. I like your Golden State pick before Game 1. Yeah, I'm going to go with Golden State tomorrow night, most likely. I'm a Celtics fan. I'll bet against them, but I do like Golden State tomorrow. I feel good about them. Cardinals money line, Red Sox. This is the parlay. Go with it. Ride with it. I don't hate that at all. So we're going to sign off here in a minute, guys. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. Check us out on Twitter, Facebook, all that good stuff, guys. Discord, link in the bio as we're asking. We'll do, brother. You're great. Appreciate that. I'll see if I can bet great today. I haven't bet great in a while, so tailor your own risk. Can Celtics steal one in LA or San Fran? Yeah, they're going to have to. I think they're going to have to, honestly. I don't think they can go back 2-0 back to Boston. I think it's going to be tough for them to win 2. I think if they go down 2-0, I think it'll be 3-1. Going back to San Francisco for a Game 5. But again, at the same time too, 3-team double. Here, I'll give you a 3-team safe, double your money. I think the Celtics can compete. I don't think they've been given the respect they've deserved. Safe, double your money parlay. I think Blue Jays with Guzman. I like the Mets. I like the Red Sox. Or you could take the Dodgers too, but that's not really going to do much for you. At minus 390, plus 319 right there. Toronto, Mets, Red Sox. You can, if you want to double your money, literally to double, you could take out the Blue Jays. Just go Mets, Red Sox, and then you're at plus 160 there. So you're doubling your money for sure. So 2 safe MLB 2 leg. I like Mets, Red Sox. Coming off the loss yesterday for Boston. Celtics is a great stat. Yeah, Celtics aren't that bad, guys. I think they're going to be good. Sorry, man, California. 7-0 game after 7-0 from a game after a loss. Double up 3-team parlay. Celtics is a great stat. Why you stop betting 6 games a day? I'm doing 5 now because there's no basketball, guys. When basketball comes back, I got 5 today. So, guys, I'm not going to give you guys a play I don't like. I got 5 bets today. When basketball comes back, I'll have 6, and then we can expand on baseball when basketball and hockey end, obviously. But I usually was doing 4 plays in baseball, and then a hockey and a NBA. But I'll get back to that when we get into basketball resuming. But yeah, I hate the finals because there's like freaking 3 days between every game. And I'll expand my baseball plays, but it's like, guys, I only have so much time in the morning to get ready for this and look through and give you guys value. I'm not going to give you guys something that I don't feel there's value. So with that being said, guys, we're going to sign off here. Hope everyone has a great day. Join Discord, join TikTok, LinkedIn, or not LinkedIn. What am I saying LinkedIn for? TikTok, Discord, YouTube, guys, all that. Check out our merch. We have 3 Team Parlay Sports merch, bet the day merch. Over, under. I got over for the Twins. I would take the over there. I'd take the over based on what happened yesterday. I'd take the over. Now, I don't hate Nerfy first inning. I think that's a good bet as well. But I do think there's runs scored in that game. That's one I'm going to stay away from, though, overall. Twins Tigers, I'm staying away from at 111, staying away from it. No problem. Hope everyone has a great day, guys. We will sign off here, and we will see you tomorrow for another episode of Bet the Day. The time is going to be different tomorrow as well. Join Discord, all your questions. You F with the NFL. Of course I do. That's my number one sport. It's my favorite one to bet. It's everyone's favorite one to bet. Everyone loves on the NFL. So we will get into that. When NFL season rolls around, we can talk futures and all that good stuff. So we're going to sign off here, guys. Tomorrow, we're going to have a different show time than we usually do, and then we'll be back to normal on Thursday. So keep that in mind, guys. I'll post that on TikTok so you're well aware of the schedule. But appreciate you guys, and we will see you soon. Hoping Massachusetts passes the bill by NFL season. I think that's the plan. So I'm hoping for that as well, guys. But we will see you tomorrow for another episode of Bet the Day. Follow along on TikTok all day for content.